Virgo Ryans, how's it going, Virgo? Welcome to your general love reading with me, Adrian Nelson, your psychic tarot reader. This one is for that period from sort of like October to November, so that 45-60 days. It is a general reading, so please take it as it resonates. In this reading, we are going to take a look at where you currently are, what are the past influences, or the direct influences rather, and where's this energy taking you going forward. We're going to clarify using OSHO Zen Tarot and then get you a final message from the universe. If you would please stay with this video from beginning to end, I'd really appreciate it because it definitely helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. Now, Virgo, I don't know, I don't want to scare, I don't want to spook you, and I don't want you to leave just yet, but I do get a feeling that it might be a little bit too late for something, and I'm not quite sure for what yet. Let's have a look. We're going to take a look at your current space first. Okay. They like just take off the cards and just give it to them. So let's see what it is. Oh, nice. So you got the Four of Pentacles, the Devil energy, and then also the Two of Cups. So this is almost like a space of no turning back, but not no turning back in a bad sense, because it's almost like you are. No, this is a general reading, so just take it as it comes. But it's almost like you're finally getting that structure in your life. Like you may have been, heading in a certain direction. These were your goals, these were your dreams, this is what you worked really hard for. And it's like you're finally getting that balance, like that very beautiful sweet spot in the middle. I also feel that in many ways, you finally got, or is finally in that beautiful space, feeling that freedom of being free from whatever went wrong in the past connection, because something went horribly wrong there. And whatever that was, it almost feels like um, it became almost like a label upon you, a descriptive term of who you are, of your worth, your value. I feel that some of you went into the space, which Virgo can sometimes go into, of like, well, maybe I've experienced love once before, or I've seen a movie about, real love, and I get it, and it was so intricate, and it moved me to tears, and, that is so beautiful, give my heart a tissue, and that sort of thing. So now I don't really need to have it for myself. And I feel that that mindset was very necessary for many of you during that healing period, because you were healing, and because it's like a deep thought that was in your heart that is being pulled out, because you needed to be doing that healing at the time. You needed to be in that mindset of, I don't need to have that, because if you were in sort of mindset of, I must have it, and you are sort of in the healing space, that's how people often get into very destructive sort of relationships. So very good on you for that. There might have been quite a period of loneliness that happened here for you. Um, and I feel now that you're very free from that. Because also the thing about it is, like, a lot of times people look at tarot and they look at individual things. We look at money, and you look at career and health and love and whatever. But the one thing affects the other thing, because it's all really just energy. All right. So I feel that for many of you, even your personal success was sort of like diminished by these feelings that were inside that you couldn't deal with at the time. But now I see you being very ready for it. You may not necessarily be with someone at the moment, or you might be with someone that kept on complaining that you're kind of keeping them at a distance, and you may have said, listen, what are you talking about? Because it's almost like you're getting it but don't want to sort of get it, that sort of thing. A little bit of denial that was happening over there, could be quite strong denial, but I see you so beautifully moving past that, which is really, really great. Let's see those past influences, Virgo. What was going down here? What had you in such a hot pickle here? What was it about Virgo, Aquarians, Aquarians? Because you were out of your juju like nobody's business. And I feel that some of you may have even had the thing where you said, well, I'm just happy if my friends are happy. I don't need to be happy. Probably never going to happen for me. Feeling incredibly sorry for yourself. Saying, well, I'm just going to, I don't know, get passionate about plants or animals or the environment or whatever, which is good. Um, and I feel that it's actually that earth energy that helps you to heal as well. So it's really, really good. Followed your instincts without probably even realizing it, because it might have been more from a point of loneliness that you went there initially. So recent past, Magician, the Six of Swords, and the Fool. So somebody was really, 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 really like sort of like riding your back, and taking advantage of your good nature and things like that. And I can see that you really took your power back. And it's such a good thing that you did that before getting into any sort of like connection or anything like that. Because, when we get into connections and we are not sort of like, I just moved that light a little, we are not fully sort of healed ourselves yet, we begin to reflect our unhealed patterns onto other people. There's a window there, so it's whatever I do, it's not going to change. I'm sorry about that. But really embrace your power, really sort of like, I feel um, almost really got into being human because maybe you were sort of like this, am I a mistake sort of thing, that sort of vibe. Am I never going to be happy and whatever? And a lot of people I can see, and this could be close friends as well, have taken advantage of that sort of mindset that you were in. But yeah, I see you, getting back on your path with love, with life, with everything, saying, well, I'm here for all the goodness that life has to offer me. And I definitely see you getting a beautiful connection here with someone else. So in many ways, you may have felt that the other person is unavailable. Maybe I'm not good enough for them. They can do better than me. But now when you realize who you actually are, it almost feels like stepping up to that person who may have very patiently waited for you, you know? So yeah, how nice is that? Let's see where this potential is taking you going forward. Now remember, you don't have to jump the whole gun all at once, Virgo. You know, because I can see some of you saying, "Well, this is it. Let's really go for this." And whilst going for it is really, really good, remember that sometimes just things like spending time together and stuff like that can be quite precious as well. Everything doesn't have to be this huge sort of occasion, almost like the Super Bowl halftime type of thing. It can be very simple. That is a key thing that you want to bear in mind. You can keep it simple. Try not to jump the gun. You got the Knight of Swords, the Star, and the King of Swords, and now you're probably asking me, well, so what am I supposed to do? Follow your heart. Follow your heart, follow your guidance. What is something nice this person might like? And maybe that is just maybe there's just an ice cream at McDonald's. It doesn't have to be some sort of, candlelight dinner next to the river on the beach with a string quartet and, that type of vibes. I think a good sort of rule of thumb for you to follow is that when you want to do something special for someone else, and whatever it is, that action in itself starts to give you anxiety, you might consider that you're going a little overboard. Okay. Um, because I feel that somehow there's a very heavy conversation that the two of you need to have. Um, because you might both be at fault here, possibly you more than them. Um, and I'm going to say this, I feel that for some of you, you're very lucky to have this person in your life. But there's things that you need to tell them. I will strongly recommend that you do, you know. Um, and again, try to keep it simple. It's almost like when I explain something like tarot to someone else, maybe they ask a question. I'll give you the basics, and if you want to know more, I'm going to give you more. I'm not going to sit you down there for 18-hour conversation with you because I mean I can, you know. So let's clarify that recent past there. We're going to use Osho Zen Tarot, and Osho Zen Tarot. What I love about it is very in alignment with how you operate, Virgo, because it's about what is the best solution for all, which I love. Um, and I recently released a course on that. And if you're interested in that, have a look in the description. There's a link for it. First couple of lessons are free. Going with the flow. Now, I can't remember who else got this. I think it was Aries, but I really can't remember. I'm sorry. Um, or was it Libra? Possibly. I'm sorry, I can't remember. But you are being, it's almost like you saw a part of a person here, the person that you're dealing with that was always there. But I feel that they were also very cautious of sowing the side to you. Maybe somebody's been really hoping to sort of be with you, and they sort of finally just accepted that that is not going to happen. So instead of that pushy energy being there all the time, that you in a sense is also pushing against, and neither of you are sort of speaking about it and pretending that the situation isn't, happening. What transpired now is sort of like more of a beautiful friendship. And I'm pretty sure it was for Libra, but a pretty beautiful friendship that started to grow here, where things started to become easy and more flowing. So, who did you have that sort of recent experience with? Maybe you felt forced by someone, very compelled that you must like them back. And if you've been feeling more relaxed around them now, and maybe instead of more communication, maybe there was less communication. Um, and I feel that that in itself maybe even could have triggered within you that feeling of like, well, I feel a little lost without them, that sort of thing. Um, so let's see. where that is taking you in this current space. Where is that placing you right now? From the bottom of the deck, sorrow. Now, you can spend a lot of tears about the fact that things didn't happen, or you can open yourself to the idea that it's, never really too late. I do see the light coming through here for the two of you. So that's really, really fantastic. So if you thought that all hope was lost, nah, think again, you know. And let's see potentially what is happening here going forward for you beautiful Virgos in this connection. You may have thought that all hope is lost. How to know? Maturity. Beautiful minds growing together. I think sometimes when we are able to first have a good friendship with someone, and friendship means that you get to see all the different sides of them. You know exactly who you're dealing with, so you can be really comfortable around them. And I feel that is what's really happening in this space for you. Okay, so awesome. Let's see what the universe has got. And if that resonates with you, Virgo, I'd really appreciate you liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. But let's see what the universe has got for you pertaining to LOVE. Right. Listen, there's marriage vibes on the table here. At least a high-level commitment. Three of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and Three of Cups. In a way, I still get a Pisces feel on here. I just finished the Pisces reading, and they sort of had something almost similar to this. But it's a space of balance. It's a space of, there's a financial breakthrough here that's happening. And it's happening because I feel the two of you, and actually it's on both sides. It's because the two of you are no longer, how do I say this? You may have been pushing against the grain, but neither of you was speaking about it and pretending that it's not there. But now when both your hearts are opening, it opens all the flow of life. Maybe you must watch that Pisces reading because I do speak about that there. It speaks all of the flow of life, which affects money and opportunities and success and abundance and all of those amazing jackpotty sort of things. And it's a beautiful space of coming together. So that's really, really great. Very good things to look forward to here for you. Okay. So that's what I got, Virgo. I hope that helps. From my heart, namaste, love and light. See you next time. Bye.